Hey there, ninjas. Welcome back to the challenge. It's day 28. We're a few days away from the end of the challenge. Great job. Today, we're going to learn how to use live webinars to retain your customers. It takes a lot of work, as you know, to gain a new customer, to attract that lead, turn that lead into a customer. We're working on that now with our automated webinars. We're going to start getting customers through our automated webinars. Let's hold on to those customers. Let's make sure that they're happy. Let's make sure they stay customers and continue to buy from us. And that's where live webinars come in. I like to do live webinars because they're a great retention tool for our business. So today I want to explain some ways you can use live webinars to hold on to those customers you work so hard to get. So I'm going to jump into some slides, some presentation slides for you. I'll see you on the presentation. All right, let's learn how to use live webinars to retain the customers we worked so hard to get. Live webinars are great for that customer retention because a lot of people, when they buy your product or service, yes, they're buying the value they're getting from the product and the results they're going to get, but they're also interested in you. They want to get access to you and want to be able to get more value from your company. And this is where live webinars come in. You're able to offer a value add, something that differentiates you from the competition, something that allows them to say that, hey, just because I gave you my product and service, I'm not done with you yet. I want to give you more value. I want to help you out in other ways. I want to see you win. Live webinars are a great way for you to show your customers that you have their best interest in mind. So let me show you some ways that you can use live webinars to add some value to your existing customers so they can continue to buy from you, or if you're on a membership program or some sort of subscription kind of plan with your customers, that they continue to be subscribers and pay you month over month or year over year. All right. The first way I think is really, really good is to have guest webinars. This is when you can invite a guest to come and speak to your audience, okay? You can do co-hosted live webinars inside of Webinar Ninja, and that way it's not just you they're seeing, they're also getting value from other industry experts. One of the easiest guests to get in your space is any kind of business that would want to help your audience, okay? One of the easiest ones that I can think of is any kind of integration you have, any kind of software that would help out. So for example, we integrate with ConvertKit and ActiveCampaign and Infusionsoft. So those partners might want to help our audience out with email marketing or building their email list. So they would make a great guest for my audience. I could say, hey, Webinar Ninja members and users and community, we have a guest coming on to do a live webinar with us. They're going to teach us this topic. It's a value add. It's a win-win for the company as well because they get to add some value, they get some exposure, but also you get to give great value. It doesn't have to be a sales pitch. I actually recommend it doesn't be a sales pitch, and most companies are happy to give value so they can be able to, have a little exposure to their users and also help them out with any kind of questions they have about their product. This could be any other kind of partnership. It could be a learning platform. It could be another, industry or organization that can add some value in terms of training. For example, I had Michael Port, who is a fantastic public speaking coach. He's the founder of the Heroic Public Speaking School, heroicpublicspeaking.com. He came and gave a guest webinar to our users on camera presence and how to be a better public speaker on webinars. So it doesn't have to be a software or a company. It could be a consulting or a coaching firm that can help out your audience. So this is a great value add. It's a great thing that you can actually get other people to help out and do the work for you. Number 2, Ask Me Anything webinars. These are just open Q&A webinars. These are ways for you to just have basically office hours, and you could do these once a month, and it's pretty painless because you don't have to actually prepare for it. You don't have to have any slides or any presentation. You can just tell your members, your customers, hey, ask me anything, and it could be anything in the industry. It could be anything dealing with, for example, how to use the product or service, how to get the most out of it. I remember I was at a conference recently in Melbourne, Click, Engage, Convert, and somebody asked me, hey, I want to do webinars, but I'm not sure how I can do webinars for my customers. I sell honey. I sell homemade honey. Right at the top of my head, I was like, a great idea is just run a webinar and show them all the great recipes you can do with your honey, right? Whether it's peanut butter and honey sandwiches, whatever it is. But the point here is that you're making yourself available to your audience, or somebody from your company can be available to your audience where they can get their questions answered. They can get some feedback. Some people may do like a teardown, like a page teardown if you're in a design firm, like logos or maybe your sales page. The point here is that people can ask questions and they can get answers from you and your company. This is an easy value add that you can offer with a live webinar. The next one is member webinars. And we do this at Webinar Ninja, and basically it's a members only webinar, and it's our chance to talk about our company, talk about updates, talk about features we just released, walk them through some of the new features, show them how to use them, how to best utilize these features. And it just reminds people why they signed up, why they became a customer, why they fell in love with us in the first place. It confirms, oh yeah, this is why I love this company. They continue to improve. They have great features. It's easy to use. It reminds them to use the product that they actually purchased. You want people to use the things that they bought so that they can continue to get value from it and feel like they made the right choice. So they continue to buy from you or continue to be a member or continue to pay you month over month. So member webinars are huge. And these are just basically like a way for you to update the customers and your community on the state of your company. Hey, this is what we're doing. We just made 3 hires. We talk about our new hires on our member webinars. We talk about our new team members. We just went on our team retreat. We talk about that. We show pictures. It's a great way to share with your audience and, pull back the curtain and show them how the sausage is made, right? How you actually pull off the value that you provide your customers. Number 4, okay, onboarding. This is a great one. If you have some sort of software or product or consulting package that needs a little bit of guidance, you can run a live webinar for new members, for new customers, just to show them around the first few steps, to walk them through, hey, this is what's going to happen. And you can do this, of course, obviously in a large group. You could do this once a month for all the customers that came in the last month. Hey, welcome aboard. This is what's going to happen in the next steps. This is how you can get started. This is how you can get the most out of your product. And this is only for new people, and it allows you to get that product to stick, get that sale to stick. Onboarding is also a great way for them, of course, to learn how to get the most out of the product or get the most out of the software. But of course, it allows them to get their questions answered specifically about getting started, right? About getting started right away. And just you can make it part of your onboarding sequence. So when somebody purchases, you can say, hey, sign up for my next live webinar. And you can give them the webinar link that you have lined up for that month. So these 4 are really powerful. Guest webinars, getting somebody external to come and give great value. Ask Me Anything. These are open, office hours for you. Ask Me Anything webinars. Member webinars. This is kind of the state of the company. Share what's going on behind the curtain, how we actually create things, our roadmap, all that kind of stuff. Onboarding, as they become a new customer, they get familiar with how to use your product or service or get the most out of it. And it's just a kind of a email sequence they get, inviting them only for new people so that you make sure that they're happy and the sale sticks. Okay, so your homework, all right? Don't think I forgot, okay? Homework for today. Which live webinar will you do first? Okay, you may want to do all of these, but let's start with the first one. What's the first one you're going to do for your customers to retain your customers? Okay, is it going to be a guest webinar? Organize that with somebody that can come and give a guest webinar. Is it going to be an Ask Me Anything? This is probably the easiest one to pull off because you don't have to have any kind of agenda. It's just Q&A time. Member webinars. You want to give a presentation about what's up with your company and what's the latest and greatest, what's coming up, or onboarding, make it part of the sequence of them joining, all for new members. Choose one to start with. Which one is it going to be? Your job is to choose it. And of course, why don't you jump into Webinar Ninja? Create a live webinar, schedule it for the future, and give it a title and get started. So that way you have it all ready to go. So your homework is choose one of these live webinars to retain your customers. Which one are you going to start with? Go ahead, do it, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.